I'm about standards. Things supposed to be done a certain way, we do it. And you do the right thing when nobody's watching. I'm going to talk to you about leadership. Because at the end of the day, it's effective leadership that is going to determine the success of your company with your new brand as an association. At the end of the day, it's leadership that's going to make a difference. General Washington had 3 leadership habits I'd like for you to take with you. I learned them in the Louisiana public school system. Teacher told me when I was going off to college, he said, you know, boy, you're not the sharpest knife in the basket. So I'm going to arm you with something. Number 1, she said, learn to do the routine things well. Now, as a leader, that is significant. But how powerful that is for your people. Hey, Johnny, read the damn address. Look up the damn directions before you take off, fool. The second lesson she told me, she said, son, don't be afraid to take on the impossible. And when I landed in that helicopter over at the Superdome, at that point in time, I'd been in the Army 35 years, I'd been in Desert Storm, commanded troops all on 5 different continents. And it came to me, that lesson, she said, don't be afraid to take on the impossible. Get off the helicopter and go do what you got to do. It's empowering. Don't be afraid to take on the impossible. General Washington wasn't afraid to take on the impossible. Because there are many things that said, hey, you shouldn't be on the battlefield with these ragtag troops. But Washington had focus, and he had a purpose. And he had people on the team. All they knew they had to do is win some battles. They would win the war. The third lesson, she said, is, son, don't be afraid to act even if you're being criticized. And boy, General Washington, he had his critics. Even the British Army would laugh at his tactics. But he was always there to face them on the battlefield. And again, that lesson came true to me the weeks that followed while I walked the streets of New Orleans, primarily from the media and critics who say, well, they should have got here before the storm. How good an idea would that have been to bring 275 helicopters here before the storm hit you? I understand that there's a lot of talking after disaster, but what solves problems after disaster is not talk, it's logistics. You got to have stuff.